lied. I went ahead and I bought the Pixel tablet anyway. Y'all guys should probably know me pretty well right now. I have no impulse control, and I mean, what kind of a Google channel would this be if I didn't cover Google products, right? So, I'm going to stop yapping. Let's go ahead and take this sucker out of the box. Here's the Google Pixel tablet. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Movie reference there. Anyway, so Google Pixel tablet has a charging speaker dock inside the box. I believe I got the hazel version. There's 3 different colors: porcelain, hazel, and rose. So this ought to be interesting to see how this looks. $499 for the introductory model, which is what I got. I did not want to get the 256 model, which I don't really feel like I need it. I'm not a very tablet-centric person. I have plenty of tablets, and I use my Fold 4 all the time, mostly instead of a tablet. But this is different because you can use it as like a Google Home tablet and dock and all that crazy stuff. So, let's take these things off. Right, this is not going the way I thought it would. All right, there we go. Apparently I'm not smart enough to take paper off of a tablet. Throw that off on the ground, because who cares? Let's get us a little bit extra latitude here. There we go. All right, this is the hazel color. Actually has kind of has a little bit of a matte finish to it, which has some texture. I like it. It's definitely different for sure. Kind of reminds me of the Pixel 5. You got the camera here. It's an 8 megapixel camera. Of course, the power button, volume rocker. You can see you got the microphones here. Stereo speakers. We got speakers up top. We got speakers on the bottom. USB-C charging port. The whole 9 yards. Got the little connecting pins. The Google logo right there on the back, which is kind of like this little shiny look. So that's cool. Stands out from the rest of the tablet. And then here we have the front part. 10.95-inch screen. I don't know why they couldn't just say it's an 11-inch screen, because that's basically what it is. Hopefully it has enough battery to turn it on. Maybe. Maybe not. There we go. Okay. Anyway, so we have the screen, got it to turn on. And 8 megapixel on the front as well, which you can use for your video conferencing, duo calls, all that crazy stuff. And it's powered by the Tensor 2, which we all know very well by now because it's been in the Pixel 7, the 7 Pro, now in the 7a. It's going to be in the Pixel Fold. I guess they felt strongly enough about the Google Tensor 2 chip that they could just put it in everything. So we'll see. Let's see what we got here. Let's get started. Useless paperwork. I'm curious to see what this dock speaker thing looks like. Are there any stickers? Doesn't look like there's any stickers in there. I'm disappointed. Actually has a charging cable, so pretty excited about that. This is for the dock, which is where you charge it. And then, whoops, a little bit of movement there. Here we go. And here is the speaker dock. I've heard good things about it. I'll have to power this up and see how it is. Should be interesting. And then you just plug the charging cable into the back there. I like this traditional like Google fiber cloth looking thing. Reminds me of the old cases that we don't get anymore. And it's got rubberized texture on the bottom so it won't slide around. Here's the connecting pins for the tablet. And voila. So I'll have to get this set up. But I mean, at first glance and just picking it up, taking it out of the box, it feels nice. It feels pretty balanced. The screen's nice and bright. Now, it is an LCD screen. It's not AMOLED, so that's kind of disappointing. Not the end of the world, though. And yeah, I believe it's just 60 hertz. I don't think it's a 90 hertz screen. I'll have to look at that before I come back with the rest of the video. But 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigabytes of storage. It's a 1600 by 2560 resolution, 16 by 10 aspect ratio, which is basically the same as the Tab S8 series, which I like. I like the 16 by 10 ratio. I think it's good. And then it weighs just over a pound at 493 grams. Bluetooth, all that jazz, and no headphone jack. Whoop. Don't tell me what to do. Tablet's trying to tell me what to do. Anyway, so I'll be right back. So here's the Pixel tablet live and in the flesh. Been using it here for, well, basically the afternoon. This is really like an unboxing and just kind of hands-on first impressions thing. I think the build quality is good. I did do some research. It only has a 60 hertz refresh rate on the screen, which, and the screen looks okay. It's an LCD screen. It's not the greatest thing in the world. It's not 90 hertz, not 120 hertz. This tablet is really, I think it works for one main reason, because it's designed to be at home on the dock. And you can use it, you can pick it up, you can take it in the other room. I have smart displays. I have two like Lenovo smart displays I've had for a long time. They're connected with all my smart cameras, my home doorbell alarm, I mean, all sorts of things. And that's a great thing, like a Google Home experience, and you've got the smart display next to your bed, but then you can pick it up and you can take it in the other room. You can play your games, you can browse the internet, you can look at your pictures, all sorts of cool things like that. So that's really how this stands apart from being like a Samsung tablet or even like an iPad. So people who like the Google ecosphere probably going to be interested in this. And it has a fingerprint scanner built into the power button, which, I mean, it works all right. Let me find it here. So you've got that going for you. It doesn't have facial recognition, so here we go. Ta-da. It works. So you can unlock with your fingerprint. Works well that way. And yeah, it seems good enough for $499. It's nothing that's going to be earth-shattering or game-changing in the tablet department, but it has the Google Tensor 2. It's capable of doing pretty much anything you want. It's not like, okay, you got a $100 smart display, a $200 smart display, you got a tablet that costs you a couple $100. They kind of blend it all into one. And if you really like smart home products, and this is going to be great because, well, you can put it next to your bed, you can use it when you get done at night, you put it on there, it has all your smart home stuff, and it has the Google Home experience and all that stuff, so you can have your alarm set, you can use your voice commands and activate it and tell it to do things. So I like it from that aspect. And it's going to replace my Lenovo smart display in my room. So now I'll have this next to my bed at night, and that might compel me to use the tablet a little bit more because I don't really use a tablet. I just use my Fold 4 all the time because I really enjoy the Fold experience, and I really enjoy using my S Pen. I make my thumbnails with it every night and all that stuff. So this might give me an extra excuse to go ahead and use some of the entertainment value stuff on it. I play some Boom Beach still. Yes, even like 8 years later, I'm still playing that game. But yeah, it's a neat little tablet, $499. I'm glad it's not more expensive because it really is missing a lot of features. Like there's no wireless charging, no high refresh rate, no AMOLED display. It doesn't have facial recognition in it. So it doesn't even have an LTE. It's only Wi-Fi. So that should tell you another thing right there. This is not intended to be like a productivity tablet. It's not a work tablet. It's not something to take and go different places. It's really designed to be, okay, smart display, but also you can use it as a tablet, but it's a very powerful and capable tablet because, of course, it has the Tensor 2 chip in it. And then you've got all your Google stuff. So if you're a Pixel user, that works even great. Got your Google Photos, all your other different stuff that you use across both the devices. So I like the price point where it's at. It's the same price as the Pixel 7a. So think of this like a big Pixel 7a. Let me turn this right side up. But it doesn't have like the better cameras and things like that you would get with the Pixel 7 or 7a. It has the 8 megapixel camera on the front and the back. You can use that for taking pictures, some video if you really want to. I don't really envision myself walking around taking video with this, but hey, if you want to, go for it. And then you also get the dock, which has the built-in speaker, which I'll test out for the review. I don't really know a whole lot about it, but it does connect pretty good magnetically, so I'll give them that. So that's all I've got in this video. Really just wanted to do the unboxing, first hands-on stuff, kind of get a look at it, tell folks about it, and we'll go from here so I can have some time to get my review done. This wasn't sent out to me by Google. I bought it myself, as I do with most of my products. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you found this helpful, enjoyed the stuff. If you like the Pixel content, I'm not a Pixel channel, but I do cover pretty much all the Pixel products. I do believe in the platform. I think that they're a good alternative to Samsung and Apple, and they're trying to get their act together. Like they really are. I just released a video earlier talking about the problems with the Android 13 update with the quarterly feature drop. We'll see how that goes. It seems like it is rolling out to more folks now, so I'm happy about that, but still some of the features aren't working. So typical Google, but they're trying. So we'll see where they go with this. We'll check it out. I'm going to do my review on this. I'll come back with that later, but that's it for now. So if you have any questions, comments, things you want to know, please go down to the comments section. I'll do my best to get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, if you found this helpful, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. As always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.